particular live. I'm your favorite 71% successful grants writer, superior Shelby, and small business development coach. I have been winning millions of dollars in grants for the last 10 years, and I have this dedicated YouTube channel to teach you about how to search and apply to grants, and also to motivate you to get up, start that business, and to persevere through your adversities, your challenges, your mindset, and just get to it. 10 years ago, when I started my business, I did not believe people would actually give me their information to help them fix their credit. 10 years ago, when I started my business, I did not believe that I can get one client. 10 years ago, when I started my business, I did not know that I would be where I am today. Now, I have won millions of dollars in grants. I've helped thousands of startups and small business owners and big tech companies, nonprofit organizations, schools, churches, and private sectors get millions of dollars in grant funding. And I now travel the world and talk about grants, introduce them to other startups globally. And I also have clients globally too. Right now, I'm currently in Nigeria, Africa, and I've been here for a couple of months doing some other grant projects. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it too. So welcome into the live stream. If you are just joining and this is your first time seeing me, hey friend, I'm Shelby. I'm like your business bestie. I'm going to tell you what's true, what's real. I love talking about grants because it's free money that we don't have to give back. But this live stream is going to be a bit different. So don't be scared. Make sure you say hello and like the live stream as you're coming in, because we want the YouTube algorithm to push this live stream out to other startups and entrepreneurs who are interested in grants and who just simply need this type of training. Now, I offer $50 one-on-one consultations where we are doing like some coaching, and also I'm teaching you about how to apply to grants yourself. And we might just go over a grant together in our consultation. So if you want more of a one-on-one conversation with me, the link is in the description below. Now, yesterday we had a really good live stream. We went over 4 grants. One was a nonprofit, but we went over 4 grants that totaled out more than $50,000. It's at the top of August, and there's no reason why you should not be going for this free money that you truly deserve. Okay, so you want to refer to that live stream from yesterday to reassure yourself on some really good grants you can go for. Thank you. I'm also having a class on Friday. It's $20. It's limited spots only because I want to help you submit a $25,000 grant application. Yes. So if you want that information, I'll go ahead and put the link, the information, like my number and stuff in the chat. So that way you can text #25, and then you can go ahead and, proceed to step up with me, and, we'll have a good time. All right. So hold on one second. We got to hide a user and block a person out of here because somebody is using my editor's like email or whatever, and they created a fake page. So I have to hide these people from this from my live stream. So one second. If y'all see Dave Smith or Dave Smith video editor, whoever that is, just let you know he is my editor. He's been my editor for years. He's absolutely amazing. And somebody hacked his WhatsApp, and they're now doing all kind of crazy stuff. Okay, so don't mind the people in the chat. But for my real people that's in here, let me see. Hey Dennis, hey Tamala, hey Jay Brittany, welcome into the chat. Make sure you like the live stream. Now, yesterday, like I said, we went over $50,000 worth of grants, free money that you can get. So that was a really good live stream. Towards the end of the live stream, Pumako, which is one of our usual, people that join our live, he actually said something about maybe we should talk about business mindset. Now, I wasn't too fond of it yesterday in the live stream because I feel like every time you talk about business mindset or developing that business mindset, there's so many YouTube videos out here that literally like has something to say about business mindset, right? So I was like, you know what? We gotta find a creative way to have this conversation. So what I wanted us to do was have a conversation about what my fears are. No, before I even get into that, what's so interesting, friend? Sorry, because I keep deleting this person's comments. But what was so interesting to me, friend, was that right after we got off a live stream, I had to have a conversation, a coaching call myself. Okay, I had to have a coaching call myself with my own coach, and it was not one of those nice coaching calls. Oh, Shelby, you're doing a great job. It was not. When you pay over hundreds of thousands of dollars for a really good coach, you get what you pay for. And my coach is absolutely vigilant on making sure that we, as his mentees, are very successful. because he can't have the, any rating saying that we didn't do. He doesn't want that reputation. This man has been in $1 billion rooms, if not billionaire himself. You understand? And when I had a conversation yesterday with him, and he gets all of my business because that's what I pay for. They asked me, how's everything going? Are you meeting your income revenue? Have you met your income revenue goals in the first half of the year? How are the offers going that you created this year? Things like that. And I was honest with him, because the purpose of me having that business mentor on that, or that coach, is to simply really have the insights of the best way that I can create different flows that work for me. And not all coaches are for me, right? I've been there, done that, and it took me a while to get to this one. And I also had to build the courage up to pay for this one too. So after we went over my analytics, yes, we went over my income, my strike, my all of that stuff, right? And we went over what I did do, what I didn't do, what worked and what didn't work. He sat back and he literally, on the Zoom call, he was like, Shelby, he took his glasses off, y'all. Y'all should have seen how upset he was. Hey, how are you? He was like, thank you. He was like, now, Shelby, all of this, you always have a good confidence and you have a good spirit when we're talking. You're such a sweet person. But Shelby, you have to stop playing small. He says, I'm in these rooms where there's big multi-million-dollar companies and they would love to have your service. Instead, um, you want to continue to stay where you are. And that's not what you're in business for. And so he asked me a serious question. He said, what is your end goal for this business? What is your retirement plan for this business? I sat back and I thought about it, because even though I love my residual income, I never thought about what is my retirement plan for my business. As if I'm going to be 80 years old still doing this, and still applying to grants and servicing startups and small business owners at this level. So when he asked me that question, I had to really think deeply, and I had to have a real honest conversation even within myself while he was speaking. Like, Shelby, this guy is right. You have to start thinking about what is going to be your outcome from your business. What is going to be your way out? Do you want to sell the business eventually? What does your retirement plan look like, right? Because the whole reason why you got into entrepreneurship is so that way you can build financial freedom, and that way you can be able to you know what I mean, you'll be able to provide for your family, and you want to start a family and to be able to give them the life that you didn't have, and you're going to have time for that. So ultimately, what is your ultimate goal for this? Long story short, he long story short he snapped at me. He snapped at me, and he was just simply like, Shelby, you have to get serious, because it sounds like you're not serious, and you are allowing fear to stop you from being able to reach your goals, as if you haven't already overcome fear before. The worst that somebody can say is no. The worst that can happen is it may not be your time. The worst that can actually happen is that somebody says yes and they renege on an opportunity. The worst that can happen is somebody says yes and you actually fumble an investment, or you haven't even fumbled $1 million. So after having this conversation, he said your business should be making $1 million annually. Instead, you want to stay in the low to mid six figures. And in 2025, $1 million is not even enough to retire. It's not. By the time I get to that retirement age, it's not going to be enough, because inflation and things will continue to inflate. So I have to start thinking in that way. So we came up with different business models. Okay. We came up with different business models. And we found that it was the business model that he came up with, the prices that we agreed on. I was so afraid. I'm actually quite afraid too. Um, I'm quite afraid, to even put these out, like these offers out there, because I believe that these offers are for certain business type. So I have to get more targeted on how um, I pretty much, um, sorry, I'm like removing comments, but I have to be very targeted about how I actually reach my client. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over 7 steps and my fears of how I'm going to persevere these things. I'm talking to myself in this particular live stream too. We're going to go over 7 tips on how to build your business, how to truly reach at least bare minimum $10,000 a month in your business. These are not going to be like strategic metrics or measurable outcome type of, tips. This is really going to be business mindset, which is something that you guys, wanted to talk about yesterday. So I'm going to bring up my slides. We're going to go over them. And obviously, if you have any questions or whatever the case may be, then you can put it in the chat. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So let me go ahead and bring up let's see. On this channel. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. It would be cool to design an app that removes negative items from the negative comments in the community. I know that would be cool. Actually, YouTube has let me see, moderation activity. Okay. So, and let me see. It has. Who's on this channel? I don't even understand how it's not like, because I keep putting it on hidden, but I don't understand. Let me see. Okay, sorry, y'all. Hi, user on my channel. I don't know. It keeps being able to get through. This is actually very weird. Okay, so let me refresh my page here, because I don't know what this individual or person is, just keeps commenting that my video editor scammed them, and it has nothing to do with me. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all, hold on one second. And I'm going to bring up everything. I'm sorry, y'all. Just give me like a minute. It's like 10 different pages that this person made. Literally. Scammers are crazy. All right, so now that has taken up enough of my time, because I have to clean up my comments, because I don't want nobody else thinking that I'm the person that scammed them or anything like that. This is misinformation about my video editor that y'all don't even know. So it's crazy. But all right, so let's get into it. I'm going to bring up my slides and then we're going to take it from there. Okay. All right. Let me make sure hold on. Okay. So, like I said, I have my own things and challenges that I go through. And at this moment, I've been so in love with, channeling my energy to startups and making sure that I'm doing the Lord's work in my eyes with providing as much information as I possibly can about grants and how you can apply to grants and all of that good stuff, right? However, like there does come a time in your business where you have to show that you're scaling. And even your clients, they're going to appreciate you scaling as well. And they're going to actually look up to you. Now, by me being a small business development coach, it's very important for myself to be scaling as well, especially in the grant world. There's so much more that I could be doing, but I also need these 7 tips that we're going to go over as well, which is a mindset shift. Okay. Usually I don't like talking about business mindsets because it turns a lot of people off when you talk about mindsets or what it takes to have a mindset of a scaling entrepreneur. Just being an entrepreneur and being a startup entrepreneur, that is not the hard part. It's scaling, which is the hardest part. You can make the money, you can make the 10K, you can make the first $1 million just by having all of these social media followers. But when we're talking about scaling in lifestyle, scaling in mindset, scaling in your business, that is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur. And so these 7 tips are going to help us recharge and supercharge our business and get ourselves to the next level. Okay. All right, so let's go over it. 7 steps, 7 mindset shifts to scale to $10,000 a month. That's what we're going to talk about in this live stream. Okay. So, you guys get ready to take your screenshots. Okay. So, number one of the challenges that I have been having, right? And this is literally the words from my mentor. Stop targeting broke people because you're scared of worthy pricing. Stop targeting broke people because you're scared of worthy pricing. Pricing, sorry. So at this moment, you may not be a millionaire. Okay. And if you're not a millionaire, you don't know, you know what it's like to get what you pay for, even on the income level that you're at, but you truly don't see the value in paying thousands of dollars for, let's say, grant writing, business mentorship. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands. Most people, who aren't millionaires, right? They don't see the value in paying for a $300 lunch. You understand? They don't see a value in spending $400 a night at a Ritz Carlton or something like. You don't see the value in that, and it's simply because you haven't reached that level yet. But it's time for you to understand that you are worthy of that type of lifestyle. So, a core belief. The belief is if I raise my prices, no one will buy. I got a question one time in the chat where someone asked, how do you know which price to choose for your particular products and services? You have to know your worth, and you have to know that you are worthy of the prices that you are charging. You have to measure it by, how long it takes you to develop that product or to deliver that service. You need to measure it by the quality that you are delivering as well. And this comes with research, and then you can also measure it by your years of experience in this field or your skills, like how much it costs you to do skill development so you can be able to provide a more quality service. A person who cleans like like a home that's like a mansions, you know what I mean? They are charging way more than a person who just simply cleans, Airbnbs or smaller residential properties, even hotels, right? So you charge on the price based your worth. And in most cases, when we're starting and when we're in the startup phases, you have the belief of, if I raise my prices, nobody will buy. The conviction question is, why are you pricing your services for people who can barely pay their rent? This is facts. You want to target people who can abundantly purchase your products and services, no problem. And also a product like, let's say, for example, the African scrub, right? The African scrub, body scrub, like that body scrub is going viral right now. Even you guys even brought it to my channel one day. So that is a product that people, even if you don't have money, they're gonna buy it. You understand? Um, but when you are providing a service, especially consulting services, tax preparations, accounting, um, services like that, you must target people that have the affordability to be able to get your pay for your services right then and there. And it's not easy. Why this matters: you can't scale with an audience that isn't financially stable. Stop building offers for people who can't sustain themselves and start creating for clients who are ready to invest in results. This is true. Okay. So, mm, in my 6 years, in my 6 years of dedicating this YouTube channel, in my 6 years of dedicating this YouTube channel talking about grants, I have 56,000 subscribers. When I put the offer up about doing the $20 like class, right? There's only 20 spots. I understand the conversions, right? Because I understand my audience. The 20 spots, right, that are available, I only have 3 people that booked. Listen to the conversions. This is because I understand my audience. Yes, it also comes with marketing or how the social media algorithms work. But I also have an email list of over 3,000 people. And that email list, I don't even get like 4 people to open the emails. Okay. This is because of the audience I have been targeting. That is the reason why. If I target an audience that has their business professionally already set up, which means they already have an internet presence, they already have a professional business email address, they already have their things like a business plan, all of those types of things, then guess what? I wouldn't have to go through such a hassle with reiterating myself every day about how grants work. I also wouldn't have to dedicate my time every day to a daily live stream feeling like I'm working for my business. And also, I wouldn't have to work so hard in trying to convince those who are already having personal financial troubles to purchase my services and products when I know that you are in a place of where you aggressively need funding, when I'm actually should be targeting those businesses who are already generating revenue and they can actually afford my services. The fear and the challenge behind that is I have this mindset of like, I want to share it all and I want to give as much game, and I'm building trust with the clients so when they do get the money, they'll come back. While that is a good way of thinking about it, I have been doing this for 10 years and there's no reason why I should still be thinking like I'm a startup. Okay. If you are a startup, my advice to you is to set your prices what it is and scale from there. Be confident in your prices and make sure you are targeting those people who can actually invest into your products and services, right? Who can actually pay for it. And people pay for what they want. There are women out here that will get on my live streams and say, "Oh, Shelby, I meant to pay for you the $300 for you to do the business plan." But when we hop on a Zoom call together, you got a fresh lace wig on. And to get your hair done now is so expensive. Even braids alone cost you $400 or more. So you pay for what you want. You understand? And I totally get that. But if you don't want my services, right, then I need to target those who actually are interested in this. I hope you understand. So that's number one. All right, so let's go to number two. All right, so number two is reject the more clients, more money lie. And this is something that I have been challenging. Mind you, all of these 7 tips is exactly what me and my coach went over yesterday. So I'm just giving y'all the tea, okay? But take this advice as you will. So number two, reject more clients equals more money. That's a lie. hmm When you are scaling your business, um, you no longer subject and subscribe to this lie, okay? Um, so the core belief, I just need more clients. That's what you think. I need more clients. I need more clients. Some of y'all are like, I need funding. I need funding. That's not true either. Conviction question. What if you only needed fewer clients that paid more? Have you thought about that? What if you need only fewer clients that pay more? Okay. Okay. So, why it matters. You're burnt out chasing 20 clients at $50. Instead, you can serve 5 clients at $1,000 and finally breathe. Scaling is about volume of value, not volume of people. This is very true. Okay. This is very, very true. Very true. You have to have a goal. Like you have to have an actual goal of exactly how you want to go about doing your business. If you are like a plumber or an electrician, you charge what you charge. Okay. Let me see if we're good to go. Sorry, y'all. I got disconnected. Okay. All right. Um, so what I was saying was imagine, right, providing a service and you charge like I said, $1,000 per client, and you can get 5 clients that week and make 5,000 versus trying to chase 20 clients at $50. My challenge with this is that I'm such a giver. My challenge with this for me personally and professionally is that I've always believed that I need more clients. I need more clients, which is why I do consistent daily live streams. And I might be using the wrong platform. So I go down this rabbit hole of believing that, well, the YouTube algorithm is not serving in my favor because I need to reach more people so I can bring in more clients. And that's simply not true. I need to make sure I'm in the rooms with the right audience and I am saying the right pitch to be able to get those high ticket clients where I don't have to overwork myself. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about. Okay, so let's go to number 3. Okay. So number 3, and then you guys can drop your questions in the chat, but we're getting through this. All right, so number 3, accepting that playing small is self-sabotage in disguise. Okay. Playing small is self-sabotage in disguise. The core belief is I don't want to be seen as a salesy or a cocky person. The conviction question is your humility really fear dressed up as virtue? Is your humility really fear dressed up as virtue? This is me all day. All day. Playing it small for me is actually self-sabotage. When I've actually been in those rooms, had conversations with investors, they actually do like my vibe. They love the way I speak, the way they love my professionalism, and I just simply don't follow up based out of fear. And I'm like, oh no, I won't follow up with that person. I'll just reach out to them later, and I put it on the back burner because I have fear of not thinking that my service is worthy. Don't be like me, okay? So why this matters? You are not being humble. You're hiding. Playing small is not serving God, your purpose, or your bank account. You're the solution someone is praying for, but they can't find you because you're shrinking. This is so true. This is so true. Okay? Playing small is not serving God, your purpose, or your bank account. You're the solution someone is actually praying for, but they can't find you because you're shrinking. There are other Black business owners that make 6 figures, $1 million a year, and they would love to have a grant writing team that is dedicated to helping them win free money that they can use to continue to scale and hire more people. But instead, because I'm playing it small and I want to only stay on YouTube and get on YouTube live every day, and I don't want to reach out to those people, send people emails, reach out to them through LinkedIn, reach out to them through different public directing spaces, because I want to continue to play small, I'm actually shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Hence why the YouTube is not like really serving in my favor like how it was back in the days. Back in the days, I can put a post up, I'll probably get 20K views, 100,000 views, whatever have you. But since I've been doing this consistently so much, out of my 56,000 subscribers, majority of you guys actually know I can just watch a replay or I can just catch her whenever I'm ready. And out of the 56K, a lot of them actually don't come back. I have people that I have served like literally, let's say within the 6 years ago. They've been subscribed to my channel. They see my videos, but they don't like and they don't do anything. So therefore, they don't prioritize learning about grants. They also feel like I've shared so much game that it's a thing of they don't need me no more. Playing it small, which is allowing me to shrink because I'm continuing to target those people who never could afford my services in the first place, but they simply just wanted the information, take it, run away with it, and do their own thing. This is the dark side of it. Yeah. All right. So let's go to number 4. Number 4, raise your standards and let the wrong clients go. All right. The core belief is I have to say yes. I have to say yes to everyone who can pay me something. The conviction question: how long will you keep sacrificing peace for pennies? The wrong clients cost you more than they pay. Scaling requires client alignment, not desperation. Say no to $100 chaos so you can say yes to a $1,000 clarity. Do you understand? Raise your standards and let the wrong clients go. We've actually been talking about this these last couple of days, how I'm very picky on my client types because in my 10 years of grant writing, I've actually came across people who would gain my services just so they could turn around and call me a scam or actually scam me out of my services, where they would pay for my services and then they would do a chargeback on their debit cards. I've been through it, been there, done that. So I'm very particular and I ask probing questions in our consultations to narrow down, to make sure we have client alignment. In most cases we do, but also it's a thing of, even though we have client alignment, you actually cannot consistently pay for my services, which won't allow you to be able to really understand the essence of grant writing and being able to win multiple grants at a time versus only hiring me for a one-off and only write like one or like 5 grants for you, and your chances of possibly winning out of those 5 grants might be low. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, raise your standards and let the wrong client go. If you guys have ever had this experience and you've just said yes to a person simply because you are in desperate need of money, you are actually hurting your business. Don't do that, friend. Okay, I'm telling you, don't do it. All right, so let's go to number 5. We're almost done here. We're almost done with it. All right. So number 5 is scale your system before you scale your marketing. This is very important. Scale your system before before you scale your marketing. Mhm. So what does this mean? This means you think that you need to go viral before you get a big client, and that's not true. You actually don't need to go viral. You don't even have to have 1,000 followers or subscribers to be able to reach that target client. Are you asking God for clients that your back end can't even serve, or what? What this conviction question pretty much means for me is, are you asking God for clients that your back end can't even serve? So if you don't have your systems together, um, for the types of clients that you're looking for, but you're asking God for those clients, then you're not even ready for these clients. Marketing without systems equals burnout. All right. You need to automate, delegate, or delete low level tasks. Excuse me. High value clients expect a seamless experience, not chaos behind the scenes. This is true. For those of you who have client management softwares or who have school communities or who know about AI and automations, this is a wake up call for us. This is a wake up call for us. You need to automate everything. I used to think funnels was just something that I didn't really need. And that funnels is a thing and automations is a thing where I'm not getting enough clients anyway, so I can just manually send out these emails. But if I have those systems in place already and I actually turn those automations on, then I will already have everything set up and ready to go for that high ticket client. And I don't have to stress myself out feeling like I'm not worthy of that high ticket client opportunity. You understand? So my mindset has been, if when I turn these automations on and I turn on this AI service and all of these things that goes with my Go High Level, which is my client management software that I use, I have to pay money for that. But I also have to realize that when I get that high ticket client, it will be paid for. Yeah, friend. Yeah. This is what me and my mentor have had these conversations. And it was not fun. This is a convicted conversation for me. You can hear it in the tone of my voice that this is hard for me to even go through with you. This is all these 7 steps that I'm going over with you are my 7 fears and my challenges. And I'm just hoping I'm giving you some insight and motivation so you can move forward, okay? All right. So number 6, we got one more to go. Number 6 is you can't scale what you can't measure, okay? We talked about this a few times this week, but this is true. The core belief is I just want to make more money. But the conviction question is, what does more even mean? How much and by when? Why this matters is real CEOs have revenue goals, KPIs, which is key performance indicators, and workflows. Vague dreams won't build a 6-figure business if you can't track it. You can't scale it. This is true. You must be able to scale it. Please, you have to keep track of what's working, what's not working. You have to keep track of what have you done in this time frame and what was the outcome of it. I am a person that the reason why this came up, and this is number 6. The reason why this came up in my conversation with my mentor yesterday is because there were certain probing questions that he was asking, deeper questions within my systems and within, my first half of the year that I couldn't answer because I did not measure them, because I did not record them. There had been some marketing that I had paid for, like Facebook ads, like not even $300 that I paid for, and I couldn't track it. I don't even know how it worked. Um, Also, my Google My profile tells me like there's a certain amount of percentage of people or this amount of people that is visiting my website, but I can't really track that thoroughly, right? So when people are going on my website, what are they clicking on? And when you find out what they're clicking on, maybe that particular page, you can put like a video on there to really get their attention or to help them book a call or to help them understand. You know what I mean? But I'm not tracking those things. So because I'm not tracking those things, I won't really be able to know how to narrow down and reach to those clients who are seasoned, or to those clients that were already thinking about getting my services but may have forgotten. You understand? So you can't scale what you can't measure. This is very important, and this is even a convicting thing for me too. All right. So, all right, and the last but not least, this is the last one. Bet on yourself for 90 days. So this is what I'm doing. So bet on yourself for 90 days, like you bet on your 9 to 5 for 9 years. Okay. Um, I'm tired. The core belief is I'm tired, discouraged, and maybe I'm not ready. My conviction question is, how long will you keep treating your dream like a side hustle? Why this matters, you've shown up on time for jobs that barely paid your worth. Now it's time to show up for yourself. The next 90 days are about discipline over doubt. If you don't take your business seriously, no one else will. This is facts. If you don't take your business seriously, no one else will. This is major facts, okay? Major facts. So the next 90 days, while we are in the second half of the year, it's very important that you actually take the time out to um, create like a weekly, you know what I mean, like a weekly thing. What I want to do in the next 90 days is do a 90-day boot camp. Me and you, us. We're going to do a 90-day boot camp. And I would love for you to join the boot camp. Yes, it's going to cost you money because I have to take time out to be your accountability partner and to make sure things get done. But this 90-day boot camp is going to make sure that you are properly prepared for grants. Make sure you actually get your business foundational things done. Comes with weekly mentorship, and we also apply to 5 grants. So this 90-day boot camp is going to be the 90 days that you really need to take your business seriously. When you are at a crossroads and you're feeling stuck and you keep saying, oh, I need clients or I need funding, this 90-day boot camp is going to help you and myself develop our business mindset, get things done, apply to 5 grants every week, and potentially get free money that we deserve so we can start our business or scale. Now, I'm really targeting this 90-day boot camp to those who are already startups. So, which means you already have your LLC, EIN, things like that. I only want serious people, and one way that you can show me and yourself that you are serious is already having your business registered and all of the basic things done. Okay, so 90-day boot camp. I'll make like an official flyer and let you guys know on the date. It is going to be here in August. Usually I do what's called Audit August, right? You guys know I do the annual Audit August. This would have been my 4th year doing Audit August, but I've decided to, instead of doing Audit August, I decided to do the 90-day boot camp, which will allow us to be accountable, hold each other accountable for getting things done. Okay. So y'all already know, so you can screenshot this. You can always book a one-on-one with me. It's just $50, but temporarily it's $50. So you can screenshot this so you can have my number and all of that good stuff. Yeah, okay. So what are y'all saying in the chat? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. All right, we're done with this. All right, so what are y'all saying in the chat? Thank you for changing the world, literally and figuratively speaking. Thank you. I understand. Grateful for your share. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. I need the boot camp. I plan on registering and doing all within the 30 days. That's really good, Janelle. Janelli, I think I'm saying it right. Hopefully, that's really good. Yeah, register your company and get to it. So the 90-day boot camp is going to be really fun for you and I, and it's also going to give me clarity on the way that entrepreneurs are thinking. And it's going to help motivate both of us to keep pushing. In these 90 days for myself, I'm going to be pushing myself to um, like reach out to those already established companies and nonprofits, and just inboxing them, emailing these people. Just like how you guys saw I faced my fears live on YouTube the other day and reached out to Joy Hunt, Matthew Lesko, and opening up with trying to do YouTube collaborations, so bringing more people onto YouTube, and those things. So now it's time for me to keep pushing the needle, right? And helping those here, even helping those here in Africa, right? But specifically speaking, even though I have other businesses that I've invested in, um, specifically speaking for small business development, right? Superior Solutions, as y'all know it. With this grant writing thing, we got to scale it. We got to get it to a higher earning income business, and actually reaching out to those businesses who have the money to do and pay for my services whenever, however, you know, whatever. Okay. I have all the foundations done, business registration, bank account, pitch deck. This is really great. So yeah, I'm actually going to work on like the boot camp, what the 90 days look like each week. Remember, we're applying to 5 grants, and each 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 business is going to be different, because some of you all might start at a place where you don't have your business bank account yet, or you don't have a website yet. So we might need to start out with doing the setting yourself up online thing, right? So each person is going to be different. The flow is going to be different, but it's going to be small business development coaching that comes with that weekly coaching. And while we are on our Zoom calls, we will submit 5 grants every week. That's what we'll do. And we'll also do, like, if you're going for, depending on the type of funding you're going for, if you're going for investment funding, right? We'll also be able to pitch together, and I can help you out with developing your pitch. So that would be really cool too. Okay. All right. So talk to me, y'all. What do y'all think about what we went over? The 7 steps to help you really get serious about your business, and to actually scale it, what it looks like to scale. As you can hear in the tone of my voice, I was a little bit afraid to share this information. I was a little bit afraid to share this side of, what's going on with me, because I show up to YouTube every day, but after having that conversation yesterday, it really, 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 really opened my eyes to, like, I thought I was doing something, but I ain't really. I'm superior Shelby, but I can really be superior Shelby if I go ahead and follow these steps that my mentor gave me, and I don't follow those steps in fear. Just do it, like Nike. So yeah, what do you guys think? What is your response? How do you feel about our conversation today? Hmm. Yeah, how do you feel about our conversation today? That was really good. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. And then there's some people out there that think that, oh, all you need is like a lot of followers and then you can sell anything. Like, 2016 days is over, okay? 2016 days are over. That's when it was 2016, yes. When the algorithm, Instagram algorithm, all that stuff was different, yeah. But now, don't even think about it. Okay? You have all these followers, people don't care. They care about are they getting what they pay for? That's what people care about. So yeah. Any recommendations for website building? There's this AI tool. Oh, you could use GoDaddy. I have a link in the chat. I mean, not in the chat, in the description. I have a link in the description that you can click on. The GoDaddy link. It's a referral link, but it gives you like a percentage off, and you can purchase your domain and then have them build up your website. So you have that one. There's some AI tools out here, but honestly, I don't. I use GoDaddy, so GoDaddy.com. Hmm. I thought it was very thoughtful from a experienced mentor. Thank you. Hmm. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are the conversations I'm having. I'm getting chewed out by my own mentor that want me to do good, and I want y'all to do good so bad, but I gotta keep pushing. So it's like, what? You see how the ripple effect is so crazy. You're welcome. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. It's so crazy how that works. So the good thing is my mentor did not say, he didn't say, stop doing daily live streams. Now, he didn't say that. He actually was like, okay, that's actually quite cool that you do this every day. But when you actually get those high ticket clients and everything, you need to prioritize your time. Hmm. Like, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Chilled out. I actually made a post about it on YouTube. Mm-mm-mm. I made a post about what we talked about. Some of y'all commented and was like, wow. I was like, yeah, prices are changing. So, yes, that means the prices of my services in the second half of the year. Mm-mm-mm. I'm scared for y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared for y'all. Because the thing is, I have over hundreds of good reviews. Hundreds. Hundreds. There's a link in the description of every YouTube video that I put. Every live stream that we do. There's a link in the description all the way at the bottom, and it says, here's what they're saying about me. There's over 100 testimonials in there. If you go on my Etsy store, there's over 100 testimonials there. That's like really genuinely my reassurance. I can charge those prices, and I just gotta start targeting the right people. Hmm. Hmm. And also, possibly build like a tool that or partner up with an AI tool or someone who's in tech in this particular niche because we're going digital now. Yeah. hmm So, last 10 minutes, do you guys have any last minute questions? Tomorrow, I'm doing my official court wedding, so I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. I'll try my best, but I don't think I'll be able to make it tomorrow. I'll be busy getting married. So, yeah, I hope this was good enough information for today. I know I was kind of late, but yeah. When are you planning on starting the boot camp? Um, I really plan on starting it as soon as possible. Um, I'm really shooting for September. Reason being is because I want to focus on my current class $20 class offer, and just try to get more adjusted in doing that and figure out a way that I can still do those classes if it works out. Then I can still offer um, the $20 classes and just doing different grant walkthrough videos with people on Zoom. So I'm looking at like I want to take the whole month of August to take a look at what that looks like, and then possibly start the boot camp the top of September. What about a grant party in a in-person seminar setting? How well does that work? Well, it doesn't work. I tried doing that multiple times. No tickets get bought. It's because I'm targeting the wrong people. Where they just, where people just, they would rather see me on YouTube, but they would rather not see me in person. Yeah, it's crazy. hmm Or they don't see the purpose in um, doing the in-person class. hmm hmm I'm going on vacation this weekend, but I'll try to do both classes. Okay, no problem. Well, there's multiple dates. So yeah. hmm So if you can't make it this Friday or Saturday, you got the next that you can sign up for. hmm The thing is that you want to try to get in as soon as possible. Try to secure your spot because it's only for the month of August. Can you bring me? Thank you. These people know me so well. I love it. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let you go. Right, even though it's like the last 5 minutes, but I'm gonna let you go so I can enjoy my lunch and then just kind of like continue building um things for the boot camp, and then also, with everything that I need to reassure myself for the class on Friday. Don't forget $20 class on Friday and Saturday. Friday, I'm going over and I'm helping you submit a $25,000 grant application. And also on Saturday, if you are in the beauty industry, you do hair, sell extensions, wigs, whatever have you, there's a $50,000 grant that I will help you submit on Saturday. Okay, so you can join me there. Private Zoom, limited spots. So, yeah, you can always text me to my number. All right, 855-731-1487. I hope you guys took a screenshot of it. And I'll see you like Friday. Yeah, I'll see you Friday. I'll see you Friday, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye for now.